According to Gallup's survey, more than 80% of the employees do not feel great about their onboarding experience. Given the current situation where most of the companies are working remote, virtual onboarding becomes a little bit of challenging. So how do we do this effectively? So here are the 3 steps that I prescribe for an effective virtual onboarding. Stay tuned and listen to the podcast till the end. There are 2 more tips to improve your employee experience during virtual onboarding process. Hello everybody. This is Kavita Kaleselvi. I will be discussing about virtual onboarding. So how do we make this virtual onboarding a little more engaging? Here are the 3 steps that I would prescribe. The first step is to establish the right connection with the new hire. How do we do that? Normally, the first person who would be interacting with the new hire would be the HR or somebody from the HR team. So please welcome the new hire in the right tone. Congratulate the new hire and explain that there is a reason that this person has been chosen to perform a particular role, and talk about the team in which the person will be joining. Explain the importance of that particular role and how it is related to the company. Preferably have a video call. So though we have different means of communication, nothing like seeing the person and discussing with them on day 1. And it's not just the HR. I would call the cultural ambassador of the company, whoever. It's not just the HR, even the immediate manager of the person, or the manager's manager, the head of the department, or even the CEO of the company. They need to be having a short call with the new hire on day 1. It would actually create a great impact as an onboarding experience from an employee perspective. Try this. The second step is communicating the right things on day 1. So what are the things that you should communicate to the new hire on day 1? Please have a clear plan, because the onboarding experience lasts for 90 days for any employee. That is the average time. So have a clear plan for day 1, week 1, month 1, and quarter 1. That will actually create a huge impact and leave a great experience for the employee. So on day 1, communicate only 4 things when you first meet them. Talk about the company. When I say talking about the company, talk about what is your core business, what is the company doing, your product, your services, the tools that you use, the kind of customers that you engage with. Talk about the culture of the company, the vision of the company, the mission of the company, and more importantly, the core values of the company. These are the things that you will have to start the conversation with for the new hire. That they should be able to resonate it to the company's overall purpose. Second thing, you will have to talk about who's who. Give them a sense of who's handling what. Who's heading their department, what are the other departments, who are the other heads who are heading the other departments. Give them the entire structure of the organization, and if there's a directory already established, show them, explain them the organization tree so that they are accessible to who's who. The third thing that you have to talk about is where to go for what. Because especially during the initial days or the initial weeks, they should not be struggling. They should have the access to a lot of these information as to if something gets stuck, which department should they go to, and who's the person in that department, and what is their contact detail. The fourth one is what to do. This is what I really talked about. What is the expectation on day 1, week 1, month 1, and quarter 1? So on day 1, you can discuss about day 1 and week 1, and subsequently in subsequent meetings, we can talk about month 1 and quarter 1. Another important thing to note here is do not over communicate. Don't put a lot of information on day 1 that they forget what is important. So do not over communicate too many things on day 1. Restrict this to a simple onboarding information that is required for the new hire to carry on the day-to-day work. Organize for a simple introduction meeting. Please, talk to the new hire, get to know about the new hire, make a brief profile, and put all the interaction in whatever communication channels you use, Slack channel or the different groups, whatever the company is using. Third step is listen. Listen to the new hire. If there is any feedback, please listen and take note of it, and then inculcate in the process, in the onboarding process. That's an important thing, that you have to give the opportunity to the new hire to express himself or herself and get the right feedback from them. Okay, just summarizing, the 3 steps for your virtual onboarding to be more effective are: establish the right connection, communicate the right things to the employee on day one, and listen to the new hire for any feedback and improve your onboarding process through that. Apart from these 3 steps, here I'm giving you 2 tips that would make the virtual onboarding experience of your employee a little better. Here's the first tip. Move away from the traditional paperwork of document collection to a digital mode. Ensure that the security is established and maintained as per the company's rule and sensitivity of the document and confidentiality, but go digital. The second tip is this: think of something that you can buy or order or give it to the new joiner that could be useful for the person to be working with you. Think of something like a good headphone or a good microphone or a webcam or any accessory or a digital product that could help the employee to work a little better. You can think of the budget that you would have otherwise spent for the new joiner lunch or the snack that you normally gave if you had onboarded this person at the office, whatever that works for your company. So think on those lines and give something that will make the onboarding experience a little better. I want to really mention that onboarding process is virtual, but welcoming the person should be very, very genuine and real. Thank you for listening. What is the most challenging for you in the virtual onboarding process? Write to me and we'll discuss about it. Thank you very much for watching. This is Kavita Glesson signing off.